Good morning, teachers and students. Welcome back to a new episode of Mass TV. My name is Chanely Ponce.
And I'm Matthew Albert, and Mass TV starts now.
On today's episode, some of our Mass correspondents will be covering topics.
An entertainment piece covering the Golden Globes with Dasani Beasley and Danny Fernandez.
Destiny Perez goes behind the scenes of our Theater Magnet's latest production, Julius Caesar.
And a special feature brought to you by Osvaldo Concepcion. The annual Golden Globes recently made many headlines on many entertainment news channels. Here's our own Dasani Beasley and Danny Fernandez with more on the story.
The 2019 Golden Globes officially kickstarted award season. The Golden Globe was held on January 6, 2019 at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in California. My name is Dasani Beasley and welcome to Mass Entertainment.
Killing Eve and Grey's Anatomy actress Sandra Oh was the official host for the Golden Globes 2019, alongside Brooklyn Nine-Nine comedian Andy Samberg. The duo followed in the footsteps of last year's host Seth Meyers, racking up the energy with their hilariously offensive blend of humor.
Roma, Green Book, and Bohemian Rhapsody were among the films that took home the big prizes at the Golden Globes, while pre-ceremony favorites such as A Star is Born were virtually unrecognized, to much surprise on social media. On the acting front, Glenn Close and Rami Malek won for their performances in a drama, while British talent fared well with Olivia Colman, Ben Whishaw, and Richard Madden taking home awards. There are many special moments in this year's Golden Globes ceremony. However, some moments were more special than others. Mr. Rodriguez talks about his favorite moment in the show.
So my favorite moment in the Golden Globes this year was when Jeff Bridges, an amazing veteran actor, was honored with the Cecil B. DeMille Award. Every time you have an actor win this kind of award, you expect them to go up on stage and say something pretty profound. You could tell that at that point he already had too much to drink, so he was just talking gibberish for a good 5 minutes. But yeah, he just missed the mark completely. But given the fact that he's been such an amazing and inspiring actor throughout the course of his very long career.
The Motion Picture Award is the highest award up for grabs. But did the winner actually deserve the award? We asked Mr. Rodriguez on his opinion on the movie that won and if they deserved it.
Okay, so for the best motion picture this year, that was a huge surprise. It was Bohemian Rhapsody. I have not been able to see the film yet. I plan to. I read up on it a lot, and I know a lot of critics had issues with the way they presented the life of Freddie Mercury. They didn't really get to the nitty-gritty of his life. And again, that's based on what I saw. It was just a surprising win given that it's critical acclaim compared to those of others. I was expecting A Star is Born to win given all of the nominations and the incredible, very, very impactful performances in that film.
Not everyone walked away with an award on Golden Globe night, but they did walk away with good memories of the ceremony. And there are always the Oscars. Thank you for watching Mass Entertainment. I'm Daniel Fernandez. Back to you, Matthew and Chanely.
Our most recent show, Julius Caesar, was performed last week. But who are all the hands behind all the backstage work? Here's Destiny Perez with the behind the scenes on what goes on backstage.
Thank you, Chanely. This past week, our Mass Theater program performed their most recent play, Julius Caesar. But would any of that be possible without our theater tech team here at Mass? Let's get a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on in preparation for school performances. Countless hours of hard work are put into each and every production by many students and teachers. But who is behind the madness? Mrs. Salomon and her team work closely together to come up with ideas for sets and costumes for each and every show, ranging from flashy sequins for musicals to the more serious and interpretive costumes such as the ones in Julius Caesar.
So Julius Caesar has been so much fun to work on. It has been an insane challenge, but a challenge that the students were definitely up for. I supervised the costume design and construction for this show, and it's really one of the first shows that we have ever had to construct so many garments from scratch for the show. All of the tops of every single soldier in the show were constructed by the students and myself as the supervisor. So it's been a really fun challenge and a very fun process, although a long one, but a very fun one.
Our school set the play in the time of World War I and in the style of diesel punk.
My name is Stephen Raya, and I was the costume designer for our production of Julius Caesar.
My name is Ali De La Fe, and I was costume constructor for Julius Caesar.
So when I started my designs, I had to consider the realistic elements of military uniforms during World War I, and implemented elements of clothing from Roman monarchy to portray that original concept of Julius Caesar.
I had to bring them to life and choose the right fabrics to make it look like the time period, as well as putting in the little details to make it look more like the diesel punk elements and bringing his creations to life.
From building walls on stage to building a close bond with her team off stage and building companionships, Mrs. Salomon and her team have won awards for their creative work. Thank you for watching, and thank you to our Theater Tech crew for all their hard work. Now back to you.
If you haven't noticed for yourself, Mass TV has certainly developed more and more over the years. Here's Ozzy Concepcion with our Mass TV recap.
All right, so what is the question?
With every passing year here at Mass TV, we pride ourselves in constantly improving and evolving the way we deliver the news to our audience, and 2019 will be no different. We asked our teacher, Mr. Rodriguez, what his plan of action was for expanding the broadcasting magnet in 2019.
All right, so 2019, I don't know, it felt very, it felt like a very powerful year. So I felt like Mass TV needed a bit of a change of pace. I just reflected on where we started off 4 years ago. We were using the old newsroom with very awkward lighting. A lot of the students are still learning how to become storytellers. And I think we've gotten to a point where we got a hang of what looks good, of what sounds good, but I think now it's only a matter of fine-tuning, because I think ultimately what's gonna help set us apart from everyone else is those details. So making sure that we look the part, making sure that we're properly groomed, the clothes that we wear, it looks good. The visuals, the graphics, we've had a team of editors who have been working tirelessly to make sure that these graphics just add an element of finesse. When the credits roll, you're going to see a small little component that we added to kind of highlight everyone in our show, not only those in front of the camera, but also the students that are behind the camera as well. We went from having 4 DSLR cameras to now having close to 15. And my goal eventually, or our goal in the Mass TV program, is to have a class set of cameras. I want to make sure that there is a camera for each student, not just a camera for each group. We're now using microphones to help enhance our audio. We are, using certain creative lighting equipment to make sure that our visuals are up to par. We've been fine-tuning our show without a studio. I can't imagine where we're going to be when we have that auditorium and that studio. So we look forward to see what you, what you think about our new departure for Mass TV.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel down below.
And follow us on Instagram at Mass News for Mass TV. My name is Charlie Ponce.
And I'm Matthew Albert.
Signing off.